In our AM news, Supreme Court of Nigeria fairly elected governor of Akwa Ibom State. National Orientation Agency flags off campaign against indiscriminate bush burning and social vices. Plus, management of Nigerian Television Authority (NTLU) strengthens its relationship with host community. Good morning and welcome to IAM News. This broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now the details. The Supreme Court of Nigeria has affirmed the election of Umaino as the governor of Akwa Ibom State, closing disputes about his victory in the March 2023 polls. Calvin Summer reports that this news led to an unscheduled Thanksgiving service at the Government House Chapel. The reports.
The petitioners had raised various concerns, including allegation of electoral malpractices and also alleged certificate forgery, among others. However, the Supreme Court held that all three appeals lacked merit and that Governor Eno's certificates are genuine. This news, which fit out in while January edition of the State Executive Council meeting was ongoing, led to an unscheduled Thanksgiving service at the Government House as the governor led other Executive Council members to thank God for this long-awaited victory.
They stood by the truth and did their job without any influence from anywhere. I'd like to thank the President too for allowing the judiciary to be who they are.
The victory that he has given us today at the Supreme Court, yet again, makes me very happy. I believe every Akwa Ibomite is happy.
Dismissed by the Apex Court are appeals filed by the All Progressives Congress (APC), Young Progressives Party (YPP), and New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), each contesting Governor Eno's legibility and the conduct of the election. From the Government House, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State government is partnering the federal government to advance investments in agriculture, aviation, and blue economy. Calvin Summer reports that Governor Umaino, who made this known on his return from Abuja, says it is the outcome of his meeting with President Bola Tinubu. The reports.
Briefing Government House correspondent on arrival at the Victor Wata International Airport, the governor says the meeting became necessary to present good wishes of Akwa Ibom people to the President of the Federal Republic, as well as intimate him on the progress of projects in the state that are of national interest. Such projects like the maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility at the Victor Wata International Airport, revamping of Aqua Palms, as well as the state of the Ibom Deep Seaport project were among issues presented to the President.
They raised the issues about Ibom Air, why government should be involved, and we had to speak to it. Yes, government owns the airline, but government is not running the airline. We run it purely as a private investment, and he was impressed. I think we generally had to brief the President. You cannot be a part of the Federation and the President of the Federation does not get briefing from time to time concerning your state.
According to the governor, the President has accepted to assist the state in key projects and programs with potentials to enhance the nation's economy. From the Victor Wata International Airport, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
Well, from state government's reports, as the 2004 farming season sets in, there is need for farmers to adopt modern farming practices in order to improve yields and protect the environment. This is the basis for the flag of campaign against indiscriminate bush burning and social vices organized by the National Orientation Agencies in Ika local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Daimeuko reports.
Ika is one of the agrarian local government areas in Akwa Ibom State, blessed with vast arable land for the cultivation of fruits and crops like cassava, a wide variety of yam, palm fruits, among others. An enlightenment by the NOA for these farmers on negative effects of indiscriminate bush burning, an age-long traditional pre-planting practice, which is now outdated, is imperative. For the farmers, this practice was handed down by their forebears.
The advantages of bush burning is that it makes the crop grow very well. It will yield very well. But if you don't go into bush burning, you will notice that your crops don't grow well.
Burning has been an age-long practice here because before the coming of the National Orientation Agency, we did not really have enough reason why we should not be burning our bushes.
However, an agricultural expert, Dr. Anyefiok Esetang, says the negative impacts of bush burning far outweigh the positives, recommending modern alternatives that enhance bountiful harvests.
We have seen the negative effect of global warming now on almost every aspect of our life. The leaves can act as manure, organic manure, to the crops.
So they will discuss with their people and ensure that we work in line with the directive and the guidance of the National Orientation Agency in terms of bush burning. They will be able to deal with it in such a way that it will not affect the entire ecosystem.
For the Director General of National Orientation Agency, Mr. Lanre Issa Onilu, represented by the State Director, Mr. Nkpoutum, the campaign is to encourage modern farming techniques and entrench national values in the overall good of the country and the people.
As the planting season approaches, it is important to adopt modern farming practices and discard the obsolete ones like bush burning because of its negative consequences on our ecosystem.
Bush burning has been a common age-long pre-planting operation in Nigeria. While farmers attest to the benefit of this practice, experts are of the opinion that alternative measures should be taken in order to protect our ozone layer and keep our environment safe. From Ika local government area of Akwa Ibom State, Dianime Uko, NTA News.
Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Oyo, is strengthening its relationship with the host community of Mberebobio in Ibisi Posutan local government area to enhance its operations and effective service delivery. Etienne Oibanga tells us more.
This is the palace of the village head of Mberebobio, landlord of NTA Uyo, Etidun Daniel Joshua Akpan. Here, the general manager of NTA Uyo, Alice Ube, is leading the management of the station to pay homage to the traditional ruler, soliciting support and cooperation of the community in securing the station's infrastructure is one of the reasons for the visit.
We came to pay homage to our landlord. They've been so cordial, they've been so good to us, and the NTA has reciprocated by being very, very good tenants to Mberebobio.
This is predicated on recent activities of some hoodlums who have been disturbing the peace of the federal government agency established to educate, inform and entertain the populace.
In having a lot of insecurities, you know, the breaking into our offices and all that, and is the custodian of the law and order and the people of Mberebobio. So we had to intimate him of all of these happenings, so he could call his people to order and help us to improve on the security network of the community.
Admitting the social corporate responsibility enjoyed by the community from the station, the village head is pledging a partnership with the security agency put in place by the government to ensure a smooth service delivery in NTA Uyo.
Vigilante group happen to be in our midst. They know what happened here in Mberebobio. That's why they're happy with me and they allowed them to do the work of motherhood stroke vigilante group. So if you need them, I will let them to come and work with you.
So that we are happy to work with NTA. You people have been so supportive in many programs that the Berebebio people used to put in place. I want to thank you officially for all the work you've been able to do for the people of Berebebio, right?
In Uyo, Etienne Oibanga, NTA News.
One of the eye-catching places to see during a visit to Akwa Ibom State today may be the newly completed International Worship Center in Uyo. This is because the edifice, grafted with state-of-the-art facilities, is probably the cynosure for residents and visitors, with mixed reactions trailing its completion and inauguration. Clemens Barukwi has the details.
That building also has very strange safety features. If a fire were to happen in that building, the entire roof would open completely to allow for oxygen to come in.
With distinctive architectural features and situated on a 9.5 landmass, the International Worship Center in Uyo redefines its Udodoma Avenue layout where it is located. With a capacity to accommodate 10,000 people, this multi-purpose facility has a podium measuring 45,600 square meters and a towering height of 49.36 meters above existing ground level. Records in some sections of the media quote the facility to have cost a whopping 32 billion naira, but the Akwa Ibom State government says this is not true.
Well, I don't know where you got the figure from, because the figure for that will come in the Accountant General's report of this year. The total figure that the Accountant General would give would also, upon inquiry, it would show the partition between public funds, private funds, because people contributed to it.
While the International Worship Center is already being put to use, some residents are still expressing reservations about its need.
I will not ever support it. I think we will use it for ICT in future.
Outcome about the worship center. I don't know how beneficial it is to the city. I don't know. That's how I don't want to comment about it.
I don't think it is very, very necessary when we are facing serious economic problems.
It's something that every well-meaning citizen of Akwa Ibom should be able to be proud of.
Not a matter of building. It's all about going there to obtain a soul salvation for yourself.
Apart from serving as a befitting place for religious-centered events, the center, according to government sources, would host other national and international activities in no distant time. This, by so doing, will provide an additional source of revenue for government. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
The festive season of 2023 is over, and the frenzy enjoyed by business owners in Uyo seems to have simmered, with many counting their prospects and challenges during and after the season. Business News correspondent Abasenya Epenyon, who interacted with some buyers and sellers at the popular Ibom Plaza, tells us more.
The popular Ibom Plaza is known to be the hub of business in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital. At this arena is where business acumen trade ways for money. The Yuletide is over, and daily activities of buying and selling seem to be on the high, especially as pupils and students return to the classroom. After the season, some business owners are still witnessing patronage from buyers.
There is scarce of money, but people are trying small, they are buying.
Money no dey, but they still buy. Everything they go well. Customer they come, people they buy.
Some Nigerians lament the low cash flow in circulation during and after the festive period and the hardship faced in daily transactions.
No cash now. If person come buy market, if you come feel like me do transfer, you go do transfer to see the network, to see the money go dey hard.
Some are shouting that there's no money. That is the one that I have that are using to buy some things, and school have resumed. So some are paying their children's school fees. It's nothing else.
For some buyers, it was time to make large purchase after the festive period.
But I don't do Christmas and New Year. Just anytime I have money, I can get what I want.
I'm buying like this. I've already budgeted it since. So when I was busy spending during X months, I kept it
in one side.
As the year 2024 begins, buyers and sellers in Uyo are optimistic that things will get better. They, however, call on government to support their businesses with grant and soft loans. In Uyo, Abasenya Ikpenyong, NTA News.
Before we go, a recap of our major stories. Supreme Court of Nigeria has affirmed election of Governor Moyono as duly elected governor of Akwa Ibom State. National Orientation Agency has flagged off campaign against indiscriminate bush burning and social vices. You also heard in the news that management of Nigerian Television Authority NTA Uyo has strengthened its relationship with host community. That's our package. Uwemedi Mo is here for EBBO News.
Esop ame Supreme Court ebiorikpe ufigubok ame dai wuru kara eboke pastor moino agekan gembubaru. Ufogotom National Orientation Agency ebere ukpe mpoke bangake erino ikpan ke risanikan kemmikot. Ufogotom swane tobentie uyo ediana kedie unirong kediyem oyo ukbeme. Akwa Ibom emesiero anyang meru wemedimo Samson Yaiko membok nyan sini no mufoko bago senemi. Esop ame Supreme Court ke idut nyan ekpe bioro enyongeno unyamme eboke pastor umoino akekan kembuba ufigubok nterai wuru kara Akwa Ibom State kemi ukare maitu marire kom kendidedo kiti okpono abasi kufogutum ukara state ame yaikom bomi oyogo
Mensionsio iko amembono weke tanga ye mensionsio ikpe ekekpere ekebogo keye yap mbuba ufi ubok nko ke ngweri toro ufongwet umoino ado ngweri toro nsu ado ke esop ame Supreme Court emaibu ke fen ngweri ikpe ita amemmen kambru kara mensionsio kambru kara enogo iniegen songonda yiberedem nko ke frefet ngwet itoro pastor umoino adu eti ye paniko membromi akerokodi ufogutum ukara nangam kama ndutum ukara stedemi ekeniere akpambono mo kofiong January amekenam no ukara etum aderekom kufogutum ukara ame adai wuru kara kerata mbono wusong ekekom obasi kerikan amemmo ekere agada ebet. Mensionsio ikpe ame ekesenne wet ekut pastor moino ame Apex Court ekesenne enyonga iswan ikpedo adun kambru kara All Progressive Congress APC ekeno ye Young Progressive Party YPP koro the New Nigerian People's Party NNPP kuyo
mboganam no ediong ebo kukara Akwa Ibom State eyari ana kedie ukara idut nyan kedi senegok ndape ndaga ufuro kikbege utoingwang ikbege ufogutum ubomofam koro ndubege mben akpamwang ekoto blue economy ado adai wuru kara stedemi akenam no ediongo minanga akenyongo mbonodi amenye akekeniege nemege adai wuru kara idut nyan Bola Tinubu ke Abuja yaikombogomi mfon
kemmiko omo nanga akiri wogo anwa ubomofam Victor Ata adai wuru kara Akwa Ibom State pastor moino amabo kembono amemo ikikiniega ye adai wuru kara idut nyan akero ata panpo kerikiro konye mensionsio po se state ami enie erinam amerego kufon ukara idut nyan ko amerego nte eririong nyong pememme mpo kanwa ubomofam Victor ta edidape ndaga itie utemedan Akwa Pam ye eritongo utom yendu bege kibom deep seaport ado makpanpo ameke nemeke ye adai wood ukara idunyan Bola Tinubu keke neke se dai wood ukara state ami aketang anyemabo ke dai wood ukara idunyan abo kimira ikpariba erino state ami oyogo iberedem kemme akpanpo se eyemedinam manatoro adirepe ndaga uforo yenkori state army ye irut nyen kuyo
ufogutum uswane tup NTA uyo esenifok edidiana ket kiberem ye unirong berebebio kenkoko kara ibesikpo sultan Akwa Ibom state keri kenbo kenie oyogo ukpeme manatoro edi kaninam mobiong utimmo mfon yaikom membogomi
Ado amedai wood ufogutum uswane tup NTA uyo ma alis ugbe akerata usong aben me kamandutum ufogutum odo aka edikinien neme ye obongirong mbierebebio kenkok ukara ibesikpo sultan etirong Daniel Joshua akpan keri yem ibererem ye ridiana ke nto irong mbierebebio keri no ufogutum NTA uyo oyogukbeme amiero atakpantak amemmo ekenam misang ekado nko ami akeneke nanga mbun oboroborido ye ino ekerok egefna enyonga yep mkpo ke nwa ufogutum uswane tup NTA uyo amedogo ukara ekesiagitiero manatoro aseno mbonogwo mbok mpontepe yemmokbe mkpo kekeneke memfon ame idongodo yenkan kodo ediageto ufogutum me kamando tem ke idongodo ebo kemmimo imibengirem mfon edidianake yembun nkaukpeme ama ukara enogeri keri kenbo keno NTA uyo oyogukpeme keri kpan mino yembun oboroborido mikuyo
Akwa Ibom yagidiana ket ibowo bionyen yagisiong ideme bongwan uworowo yendo swara manatoro idiria ufon iniso Akwa Ibom state nitoeka tembok nyan kuba ansene metrero nyang meru wemedi mo Samson esosongo kembangotong tutundubreyo